Bada bing, bada boom. We're back, everybody. The name of the game is Volohin, Winds of War. The name of the episode, episode 12, is Finnegan's Finporium. And this session in particular is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Fin Them. And when we last left off with our characters, they had just walked into this room that has some mysterious looking old man statues and a sliding stone something on the far side. And then to our left, there is an ethereal, magical looking bridge. And there's a bucket and something else over there. Can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a coil of rope, and then it's a basket. It's fairly big. Like it couldn't fit a person in it, but it's fairly large and tall. But at the minute, I just have you stood in the middle of the room. You've not gone and kind of inspected either one. So.
But wasn't there a drop off on the floor like this?
Yes. So where that bridge starts, it just drops. Underneath that, it's just a long drop.
Abyss.
Yeah.
Well, great. Alright, Egnar's not going to move at all until other people can tell him what the hell is going on.
Well, Eridu's going to see that door and immediately assume this has got to be some kind of Dwarven-made thing. And since he knows how to speak Dwarven, he clearly can pick up racial traits. So he's going to go and inspect that door.
Okay.
Is he gonna throw his stick at it?
I mean, let's see. Investigation of... Where's my investigation bonus? 9? Yeah. He's going to get about 5 feet away and throw his stick at it.
Okay. The stick hits the stone and bounces back, landing at your feet. Nothing happens.
No, I turn around and say, well, it is not trapped. It's very clearly Dwarven made. Any other door would have broken. What is Halifax going to do?
Halifax is going up to them statues. That was a weird way to say statue.
Okay.
And I'm going to investigate the shit out of them.
Okay.
I'm talking like full montage shot. There's going to be like some heavy music going on. I'm going to be like putting on shades and running things into microscopes.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Is that investigation montage music?
Oh yeah. Better believe it.
So do you want to do an investigation check for me? Did you do it
I mean,
already?
not anymore now that I've rolled it. No.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I got a 12.
Okay. These are two men. I mean, I'm making it canon now. They're in what looks to be like a suit. I mean, it's not really something you've seen so much where you're from, but the word suit kind of springs to mind. They have weird things covering their eyes that look kind of like glasses, and they stand with arms folded, staring out.
One of
I
them
don't
has a
know.
very severe lined face, and the other's got a short-cut beard, and his hairline is receding back.
Exactly
Was
that.
one of them arrested for drunkenly walking around Los Angeles semi-nude?
You don't get that on
Potentially,
a, what
but
was
you
it,
don't know.
12? Was it 12? It's not enough. It's not enough. But you don't notice any, there's no levers, there's no, anything that looks like it's going to happen. There's nothing on it to pick up like there was on the other statues.
Okay. And I didn't need to cross the bridge to get here, did I?
No, that's in the
No.
same, it's in the same room. That was it.
Is the bridge in this room?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
But-
off.
yeah.
It's off to the left. What you've done is gone straight forward to the end of the
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
So if you
Okay.
look to the
But,
left, you'll see the bridge.
I thought the bridge was in this same room, but
Yeah.
It
is
is.
very clearly a rainbow bridge. So we know what's on the other side.
Stop trying to make things canon. I'm not doing it every time.
I am gonna go towards the bridge, and I'm gonna put my hand on one post, wobble it on the post, wobble it, and just like let's see if I can, from this end, like test the
Okay.
solidity.
So there's only one post, and it has. Well, there's a post there, but as you get closer, you notice two things. One, when you take a step, so you're now within just under 10 feet of it, it starts to disappear as you get closer. The bridge starts to disappear, and as you get right up to the edge of it, 10 feet in front of you, there's no bridge. And then you see it start and carry on. Underneath, you see that the basket and the rope, which is quite long, it's like a long coil of rope, but you can follow it down with your eyes, and you see it's attached to like a pulley system. So it drops down, and it seems like it can be pulled along, presumably from the other side, underneath the bridge. And then a way to pull the basket up on the other side.
Huh.
Yeah, quarterstaff, poke the bridge. Is it still there?
Nope.
No.
Your staff goes straight through.
Okay. Stepping backwards, does the bridge reappear?
It does.
Okay. Going right up to the edge again, summon Tobias, fly him across.
You feel that as you step up to this, you feel like your magic, it feels like you're trying to pull at it through like thick liquid. Like it feels like something is dampening it here. So although you can summon him, or you already have been summoned, he won't go across the chasm.
Okay. I will shout to Aigner for him and the Unseen Summon to not come close to this.
You don't have to tell me twice, Halifax. I'm gonna, in fact, just gonna stand here, eat a little more beef jerky, and let you all figure out our way forward.
Sorry, I seem to be quite a distance away and didn't quite hear you. I said I don't want you coming near this bridge.
And he's just gonna not answer and keep eating his beef jerky.
Okay, experimentation time. The pulley system with this basket thing, I'm not fully on where things are in relation to each other. Is there a rope nearby that I can pull the basket up?
The basket's already up, but it looks like you would lower it down. It looks like the point
So
is it lowers
I
down
can access a thing to move this basket around?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything in the basket currently?
No.
Okay. Looking down into the chasm, does it look like I can see anything down there?
No, it's just dark. It just drops off.
Cautiously, gonna lower it down while calling over to Leodan and Eridu and asking for their help in coming and investigating this bridge, because I'm gonna basically lower this basket down. I'll explain to them when they come, if they come. You coming?
Yeah.
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Sweet. I'm gonna lower this basket down and see if there's something down there that, when we pull back up, somehow maintains this bridge. I don't know, magic pixie dust or something, or a liquid of some kind, or maybe just bits of rock that dispel the dispelling magic thing. Current theory, the bridge is illusory but required for us to transgress, and there's something dampening the magic. It could be me, like we've had effects go on us in this dungeon at some point, and at various points. So it could be that I'm currently dampening magic with my proximity, because when I walk away from it, and as part of that, it might be worthwhile when I pull this basket back up, me walking away, you guys staying here and see what happens to the bridge. But I'm going to do the basket thing first.
Okay, as you do the basket thing, you lower it down, and doing like the mental calculations as you do it, the rope goes down 11 feet.
Okay.
And then you can tell that there's a way for it to be pulled across to the other side. You can see that the pulley system stretches the entire way across. But then as you pull it back up again, the basket's still empty. You bring it back up, put it down in front of you. each of Leodin and Eridu do the same thing, trying to walk up and down from it. The same thing happens. It disappears and then reappears as they move closer and away.
Okay.
Ooh, purely on a perception basis. So like, it. Ask Eridu to walk away while I stay there. Do I still see it disappeared, whereas he sees it reappearing?
It stays disappeared. As long as you're there, it stays disappeared. So if he moves back out away by 10 feet, it's still out by 10 feet because it's from you at that point.
Okay. Ah, so if I move away, the bridge remains for them.
No.
Okay,
It disappears to them as well. It's doing the same thing for all of you, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
But
so-
when
so
you're like closer
if-
to it, it's gone. So you're closer, it's gone.
So it's a person's proximity to the bridge seems to be disappearing it. So if we
Yes.
all moved away, the bridge would reappear, but as long
Yes.
as one or more of us. Okay. So the bridge just is.
Not turning the way it should.
I want to try the simple, like,
Throw your stick at it.
not, well, yeah, kind of.
I mean,
I mean-
that isn't actually beyond the realm of doing a thing. Like,
I'm-
I genuinely think you should.
Be prepared to
I'm-
lose your stick.
I'm going to test a thing. I'm going to hand Halifax one of my sticks. And I'm going to say, I had an idea. Let me try something. I'm going to walk 10 feet away from Halifax, and then I'll go blind. Take
Yep.
a deep breath. Okay. Then I'm going to walk a foot closer to Halifax. My sight comes back. So then
Okay.
I'm like kind of experimenting with that. I go, all right. I think I understand why I'm going blind. However, let me try something. And Halifax, if the bridge disappears, tell me to stop. I'm going to start trying to walk across the bridge while I am blind. I'm going to
Okay.
use my other stick to kind of like bend forward and touch it in front of me, so I have sort of something to guide me, but I'll slowly kind of move along.
Okay.
A terrible idea.
It is a
Yeah.
terrible.
Hil-
Pretty bad.
Halifax will immediately notice the bridge starts to disappear as you go closer.
All right.
I will keep this information. No. Eridu, the bridge is still disappearing, I'm afraid.
All right, I'll stop and come closer. Bring me my stick back. No, I'll take it from you. I'll be like, so apparently if I'm not very close to these sticks, I lose my sight. So apparently my sight is attached to these sticks. That is weird. But what's even weirder is this bridge thing is not linked to sight at all. Apparently if I'm blind, I still can't cross it. So that's a thing we know. Because I've heard of riddles that do a thing that have to do with sight and illusions.
Agner's busy grumbling to himself at Eridu's ignorance.
It was totally brilliant in Eridu's mind because in his mind he was thinking like on.
Eridu, I find a part of myself is loath to abuse your natural talents, but you are quite fast. The drop
Yes.
is only about 11 feet.
No.
Would you?
No. Right. Please. I don't know if you're giving the. Are you giving the wrong information on purpose?
No, didn't you say
No.
that?
The basket goes 11 feet. The drop is like you can't see the bottom.
The
basket
road
doesn't hit the
stops
bottom.
at 11 feet.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. I
Like,
thought
before you
stop
start-
because it hit the bottom. That was unclear.
Nope.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. So it only goes down 11 feet, so of course I wouldn't pick anything. Okay. Right. Then, in that case, no, I'm not going to get you to try and do the running jump.
I will say it's like 120 feet across. You can kind of gauge that.
Agner ignoring Halifax's order, will actually walk up to the group of them and say, and holding on to the unseen servant, he'll say, "Well, there's a basket, right? I mean, and if we can use this pulley to take the basket all the way across, what about taking your little magical friend here, putting him in the basket, you know, making the basket go all the way across, see if anything happens, see if there's any traps along the way, and I don't know, and maybe this little magical friend of yours can operate the pulley too, and make the basket go to and fro. I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas here, trying to figure out what's going on. Obviously, I have no inclination as to what magical stuff is happening, but that seems practical.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, Egner will try it. If no one else is acting at all, he'll just like pick up the magical buddy and just say, "All right, here you go. Here's the basket. Get." And then y'all tell me what's happening while I'm doing this, okay?
Yeah, I'll describe to him what we see.
Okay, so you lowered the bird down 11 feet. The bridge, because you're all at the edge, has disappeared for 10 feet in front of you, but you can see it stretching the other 110 feet. You start to pull the bird along, and it passes the point where the bridge starts again, and it keeps going all the way to the end. Nothing seems to happen to it. It doesn't like disappear. It doesn't get hurt. Nothing goes off. The bridge stays intact.
Okay, and this is with the unseen servant in there, in the basket.
Same thing happens.
Okay.
Unless it disappears if it's a certain distance. I don't know its wording, but nothing
Okay.
unusual happens.
So
Alright.
Unseen servant maintains for an hour regardless of proximity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to. I think I only have one of these left, so I'm going to go ahead and turn into a bird, because birds fly. And I'm going to fly to the spot where the bridge reappears and attempt to land on the bridge.
How high above the bridge are you flying?
I'm not going to fly very high above the bridge. My goal is just to like fly up a little bit and then just fly over the gap that the bridge disappears and then land where the bridge is reappearing at.
Okay. As you fly across, it feels difficult. It feels like there's something pulling at the magical energy inside you, like it's trying to change you out of being a bird, but you manage to kind of keep hold of it. Where you get to the point where, actually, as you start flying, the bridge starts disappearing as you get closer to it.
So like all along, if I were to fly along the bridge, it would keep disappearing wherever I'm close?
Yes, there'd be like a 10-foot circle around you, either
Okay.
side. As you go across.
Does it reappear where they're at?
No, because they're still stood there, but it reappears at the 10-foot point.
Okay. So every section within 10 feet of us makes the bridge disappear.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's real bad at being a bridge.
It's really bad at being birds.
Doing its best to not be a bridge when it should be a bridge.
So,
And we're absolutely sure that when it disappears, it is gone, right? Like we tried stepping onto the space where the bridge was.
Did,
Sure.
yes, and I even poked my quarterstaff through it.
Okay.
that's when Egner will say, "Yep, can't trust magic. I've been telling you guys for a long time now, and no one listens to me. No one ever
How
listens to
tall are the
Egner."
statues?
How
How
tall are the
tall are the
statues?
statues?
Um. Tell me. I'm just gonna say they're 10 feet. How big is the statue? Like 10 feet. There's not it's not a significant height. It's
Oh,
normal
okay.
statue size.
It's not the distance of the gap.
yeah, no. It's not.
New plan. I expect this to be shot down immediately, but here goes. Eridu at the top, but we all stack on each other's shoulders. We'll exceed 20 foot, and then we fall forward over the gap. Eridu grabbing onto the other side and trying to like gymnast roll us onto the other side.
It's a 120-foot gap, not a 20-foot gap.
120?
It's a 120-foot gap.
So there you go. The idea was immediately shot down by Agnew.
Yeah.
He's like, way
Who
too
can't
far.
see?
Hold on. In this one house, what's the size of this one room then?
Well, it's not in it, so it's like it's connecting this room to another, like
yeah.
room
Oh right, so it's
with just a massive
Okay.
chasm between them.
but the chasm's in the room.
Well, no, it's like there's a part of the floor. It's just this is really hard to explain. It's like this massive hole in the wall, and then it just
Right.
drops, and then
Yeah.
the bridge goes across to the other side.
So you've
But
got
on,
your
on
room.
this circular room, there is none of the circular room's floor that's gone. It's like wall gone, and that's where
Yeah.
the chasm.
It might help to flash the little map thing again.
So this is the bridge that you're trying to go across. This is
Yeah.
where you came from. These are
Yeah.
the statues. That's the stone bit.
Yeah.
Right, but where's the drop off?
Below
Drop right hand.
the bridge.
I'm trying to do it without showing you the other room.
Okay, but
Like, can you? This here is the gap, the drop. There's just a
right,
huge
so
drop. and the bridge.
none of the room has any like missing floor then.
No.
No, just
No.
the
It
just the
is
bridge.
Right, okay.
Egner will shout across to Eridu, who he assumes is flying across, and he'll say, "Eridu, try and get on the other side. Obviously, this pulley mechanism is our only recourse."
Okay. Yeah, I'll fly to the far side if I'm able to.
Yep,
Uh,
you can
I'll
get
go
across to the other side.
check the
if you want.
stone almost door things and see if there's shrinking magic. Fit in the floor.
Shrink.
This pull. Does anyone have reduce? This pulley has it stretches all the way across to the other side, right? So like
Yeah.
buckets on this 10-foot rope attached to this pulley system. Bucket's
Yeah.
not large enough for a person,
No.
but and I can't say these things because I'm now a bird. Someone could still hold on to the rope
True.
and be pulled across.
True.
It looks iffy. You
Oh.
wouldn't, looking at the mechanism and where it's attached, you wouldn't want to put a whole person's body weight on that.
Oh, okay. The whole rope and the pulley mechanism is all kind of flimsy.
Yeah.
Does anyone have reduce?
I mean, someone would.
I haven't
She's
given
not
up
here.
on that idea yet.
The person with
Do
all the
I-
helpful spells is not here.
Do I see anything on the area on the other side of the bridge that would be an object or a mechanism that would, aside from the pulley system?
No.
What was
But
in
you
the
can
s-
hear voices behind you. I will add.
Oh, behind me,
Where you
like
are now.
inside on the other side.
Yeah.
What do they sound? Who do they sound like?
They sound agitated and slightly Australian, because that's what the voice comes out like.
Interesting. And what was in the center of the room we were in? Everyone else is in.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's just an empty
Oh.
room.
Oh, I thought there was like something in the center there. Okay.
Oh, that's my number for what number room it was.
Oh, okay. I got nothing, man. I got absolutely nothing. I got myself across. There's some kind of anti-magic or magic suppression thing happening here. That's all I got.
So yeah, what about these massive stone tablet door things?
They look like they could be slid to the side.
Slowed.
Slowed. Like they could be slowed to the side.
That is not the. Yeah. Okay. I will apply my strength, my super duper wizard strength.
Egner will come help.
Yes, Agner, come and help with some heavy lifting.
I shall help. I am a
He
helper,
helps.
and
This is some high quality roleplay right here. You seem trustworthy. Would you like to join our party?
Yes, I would.
do some strength athletics.
Egnar's got a 22 athletics.
Halifax has a 20. No, that's acrobatics. Athletics. 19.
Ooh, strong men.
Okay. My mic back over. Okay, so as you pull these doors open, they slide to the side, and behind it is just another stone wall. And what lights up on that stone wall is another sigil, like what you have seen lighting up in the air so far. You two need to make a dex saving throw, please.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Oh
Ooh,
no. 8.
my first bad
8.
roll. That'll be a 6 for Egnar.
Okay. I'm so sorry for this outcome. It rolled really high.
Uh-oh.
Heat blasts out from this symbol, and a fireball slams straight into the two of you. You take 70 points of fire damage.
7-0?
Yep.
Oh my goodness gracious,
Yep.
good God, okay.
And the stone doors slam shut.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Alright. Egnar is a little pissed. After he recovers from the shock of the explosive fiery force, he'll groan at Halifax and say, Halifax, I thought I told you you had to protect us from magical things. You're the only one who can. Oh.
Halifax glibly will go,
Is he down?
yeah.
Halifax.
Way down. I had 30 odd hit points left.
Oh my gosh. Well,
So death
Quick.
saves for me.
well,
Smack him with a magic
I'm
staff.
scared
Whoa.
of dying. I'm gonna run over.
well, also Egnar, while he's not getting an answer from Halifax, he'll reach over and touch Halifax's body and realize that he's not responsive, and then go, oh shit, and then he'll burst a little magic in there. He's got the cantrip Spare the Dying, so
Oh, fine. Beat me to it.
you touch a living creature that has 0 hit points, the creature becomes stable. No death saving throws for you, my dude.
Okay.
Now on D&D Beyond, how do I do that? Do I just click the 3 successes?
Well, I mean, it just means that you don't have to make death saving throws, but you're still
Right.
at 0 hit points.
How do I tell D&D Beyond?
Just
that
go
I don't
down
need
to 0 hit points.
Yeah, just go down to 0 hit points.
My hit points have been entirely replaced by failure, success, death saves. Are we saying that,
Your
we need to
successes.
cheat?
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
While you're doing this, a voice echoes through the room. Oh my god. I've sat here for 20 minutes watching you guys try to do this one stupid puzzle. Have you guys, have you ever heard of the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
No, we haven't.
On that show, they get some help, and they get to ask the audience, and they get to phone a friend, and 50-50. But that doesn't work in this occasion, so I'm just gonna ignore that one. Look, we've got an audience at home. They're watching. They're making suggestions. So you could ask an audience, or I believe you haven't you got a phone? You've got a phone call lifeline? Or, I mean, come on, guys.
I know. We should call Carrie.
That's not who I meant.
Who is this Carrie you're talking about?
Well, I mean, obviously I'm not speaking in Eridu's voice, so...
Yeah, okay. Shall we ask the audience?
Audience, tell us to call Carrie. If anybody knows the answer, I know it's going to be our good friend Carrie. She'll know. We should call her.
Uh, so, I mean, you did earlier. Someone asking if you've got anything that might be reacting to the bridge. Maybe that's a route to follow. Who knows? We'll see what.
Something that
What's it got in its
reasonably we can
pocket?
rule out since each of us are carrying different equipment. I can't think of a single thing that all of us are carrying, and it is reacting to all of us.
So someone is that.
Coins.
Are,
But I'm the only one with the ruined coins.
Coins. Yes.
I mean, right. Well, this is a show for the audience, right? We're doing this for the audience.
Do we have to remove all of our clothes?
We do.
I think
The
that's what they
audience,
said.
the audience want you to get naked. So, I mean, we've got to put on a show for the people, right? Put on a show for the people.
So in the meantime, while we're all getting ready for it, Egner actually touches Halifax again and gives him some healing so he can at least be part of this crazy conversation with Finnegan. At the very least, so you get 9 more hit points back, and I guess you're some kind of conscious, even though Egner will be still very pissed at Halifax. You're conscious.
I would like to say that Leah has been running over because she was going to try and do the spare the dying thing, but you did that. And so she can use her staff as well.
Hell yeah.
Okay. What does the staff do?
Trying to decide.
She whacks him with it, and he feels happier, healthier.
Yeah, I'm going to whack him in the face with it. That'll teach him.
I mean, he is asking for it.
He certainly is.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm trying to find the best one.
I mean, don't throw 4 charges into healing and then, roll a bunch of 1s.
Are you speaking from experience here?
Yup.
He definitely is.
Okay, so what are we? So while Halifax is being healed, what's the plan? What are you?
Egner.
Well,
Oh no, go Eridu.
I mean, Eridu's just, hovering on the other end, wondering what's taking
Yeah,
everyone
true.
else so long.
That's true. And Egner is going to, after taking a little bit of time to recover and use his second wind and get a little boost of energy, he'll just start shouting at Finnegan and say, "Look, Finnegan, you're the one who's all, great and wonderful with magic and everything, and obviously this bridge that's not doing a very good job of being a bridge is magically controlled. If you wanted to make it easier on us, you could just do that, I bet, So obviously you've got some sick, sadistic frame of mind where you want to torture us with all these puzzles and deadly traps and fireballs and the like, and I don't know, I just don't get it."
Are you asking for the answers to this? I mean, it's cheating, but if I'll get you moving, I mean, clearly you guys, you're too thick to even think of the answer, so.
I mean, yeah. I can't even see what's going on. Give me a break here.
Leah's panicked a little bit, so she went ahead and used the full strength of the thing, and it's 31 points.
Nice.
So she has no.
Then do what the audience has suggested.
Let me check what
Take
that
your
was.
clothes off, Agner.
They voted for
It's
naked.
what they want to see.
Okay. This is all a little beyond me. I still don't understand what you mean about audience, but look, if that's going to make you happy, you sick, twisted old man Finnegan, if that's going to make you happy, then fine. And then Egner will do it. Egner will start taking his armor off.
As you start taking your actual clothes off, he laughs and says, "Oh no! Look, just put your magic items in the basket, push them across, walk across the bridge. I mean, it doesn't take a genius. I mean, I am a genius. Let's face it. I mean, I'm the smartest guy on Earth and every other Earth. But I mean, this isn't even Earth, so you know.
All right, fine. And then Egner will actually go, way beyond, like, not just dropping his magic items in the basket, but he'll just like take all of his clothes off except for his underwear. He'll have some modesty, and he'll put all of his clothes and his magic items and everything in the basket and ferry it across.
So many reasons Ellie needed to be here.
Yeah, definitely. She's missing
So
out.
as you-
I didn't even realize I had magic items. I do have magic items. I've got a ring of animal influence.
Oh, I checked. I checked.
Boy.
So as you drop the basket down the 11 feet, and everyone else is away from the bridge now. I'm just gonna say, and you step forward to the bridge, it stays intact. Not that you can see, but someone else will be able to shout to you, and you can feel it solid under your feet. It is 10 feet wide, so I mean, it's gonna be harder for you to go make your way across, but without help, because as soon as the unseen servant goes near it, it disappears again.
Oh shit. Okay.
So
I will rely on people yelling at Egner as loud as they can and say like left, no, too far left, right, little right, no, too far right.
Caw. Apparently I'm a crow? I don't know.
Very helpful area there.
I'm just,
Why
giving
can't
him a
one
direction
other
to go.
person? Why can't one other person join you also without magic items?
you can. There's enough room in the basket to fit everyone's
Because
items
then Ellie would get jealous.
in. I mean, she'll be so jealous. Never tell her this.
I'll still help him across the bridge. Put my few magic items in the basket.
Hillback's going across as well.
Yeah.
Same way. Okay.
Yeah.
You make it across the bridge. Yay! Oh,
That took way longer than it should have.
Yeah.
I was
and I
getting
gave
it in
you
my
more.
brain, but it was real slow.
I gave you so many more clues than the book gives you for this bit as well. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you did give us a lot of clues. That's true.
Okay, you make it to the other side. You start getting dressed, and you can hear voices. As you look into the room that you're now in, this is like a huge cavern, and you can hear. To do the voices. You hear an argument going on. I built it up now. I could do it on my own. I'm freaking out about it now. Okay. What are you doing? You're doing it. Oh, I can't do it. You're doing it all wrong. You got to take the bones out first. No, you suck the flesh from the bones. That's how you get all the flavor. Don't you know? One human bone lodged in your throat can kill you. That's how we lost Pebbles. Don't you compare me to some mutt. She wasn't a mutt. You take that back. You hear echoing through the cabin. It goes on, but I'm not going to keep going.
Okay. Egner will encourage everyone to huddle around a bit. And he'll say, all right, so it sounds like there's something up there that likes to eat humans. And it might come to a fight. And he looks a little woozy, and it looks like he's kind of dazed a little bit, and he says, and I don't think we're really quite ready for a fight right now. If we can just stay out of their notice for a little while, I think we just need to rest for a little bit and get a little energy back before we encounter whatever it is that's on the other side here.
So you can see also that it's a big cavern. So where you're on now, it slopes. So you're like on a platform high above, and it slopes down into the room. I mean, does anyone want to do like perception checks from the edge, just to kind of like check out what's kind of going on and what you can see?
Egner was advocating for just a short rest, by the way. I think
Yeah.
we just need like hit points back. Like I think we still
Yeah.
have like spell slots and shit like to go there, but
14.
we need hit points.
Okay. So, having a look out across, you can see a small fire is blazing in like the top corner of this room. The platform that you're on now slopes down to the opposite side of the room from where the voices are and where the fire is, and you can see an exit. Around the fire, you can see 3 green-skinned, tall, hulking creatures that look a lot like what you've seen before, probably, as being orcs. But these orcs are wearing like makeshift armor that seems to be put together by like it's planks of wood, and you can see what were definitely chair legs snapped off. That's what they seem to be wielding. It's very like thrown together armor, and all of it is painted yellow. But you also think that you may be able to. There's enough gap there that if you're quiet enough, you could probably sneak past these people.
Not gonna happen.
Well,
Not
it's a
gonna
good thing
happen.
Egner didn't put his armor back on.
I mean, he's got his armor back on, but he's not trying to make a whole bunch of noise. He knows they're in a fucking tight spot right now.
So in terms of like, if you wanted to short rest, like the only place you have is this platform, and it's 20 foot wide, and then it looks out onto this cavern. It's a chasm on one side, and it's a 20-foot wide little space, and then the
And we
cavern.
probably have to sit here in absolute silence for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Egner's totally down to do that. He's totally down. He needs a little cat nap anyway.
But Egner's snore is very
Hmm.
loud.
No, he doesn't. Okay, maybe a little bit.
Do you want to try that? Is that what you want to try and do? Or
Egner wants to try that. He's got 90 hit points that he wants to get back.
That just
Anyone
seems
else?
so dodgy.
Well,
I mean,
we're not. I mean, at least Egner's not in a good position for a fight right now, and you know we only have so many spell slots with so much healing. You know, if we can sneak it, if we can sneak an hour to be able to spend some hit dice instead of spending spell slots, that'll put us in a much better position.
all right. Eridu's on board. He'll take a short rest. He'll keep a lookout too.
okay. Is that what you're all doing?
I
Yeah.
guess so. I mean, require absolute silence then.
Okay, so can you all roll me stealth checks to cover your whole short rest?
Ooh, natural 20.
Practice like the night.
22.
Actually, hold on. Dude, check this out. I will spend a spell slot before we do the rest to make our rest even more likely to go down. So I'm going to cast a Pass Without Trace, and everyone
Nice.
will get a... what
Bonus
does
to
it
their
say?
stealth.
It's a bonus 10 to
I
your
got a
dexterity.
33 in my stealth.
I got a 32.
Oh my god. I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1. I gave myself. You used the spell slot. Gave myself a plus 10. Rolled a 1. Wow. So I've got a 10 total.
Kyle, if
Yeah?
it makes you feel much better, I also rolled a 1.
Oh my god. Oh.
I mean, they're 2 crit fails on an ability check, which to me is a crit fail.
Ugh. But I tried. But I tried
You
to
did
make us
try.
stealthy. Oh.
Okay, so you settle in to try and have this rest. And as you do, I don't even know. Both Leodin
We
and
bump into each
Agner,
other.
yeah, you go to sit down to relax, and you bump against each other, which the sound of like your armor against each other makes enough noise that you hear the argument down in the cavern stop.
Mm-hmm.
And then one orc says, "Oh, well, what was that?" "Oh, maybe you should go and check it out."
It wasn't anything.
I heard a voice.
These are not the droids they're looking for.
Yeah. I mean, how far away are they?
They're within 60 feet.
Save us, Halifax. Do something clever. I'm sure you got something that can direct their attention somewhere else, or make them feel like the sound was coming from somewhere else other than where we are.
Can. Yeah, you know what? I am going to. I'm gonna tell everyone to quickly gather into a small area of this 20-foot platform that we're on.
Mm-hmm.
Pile on in this already crowded little space.
Yeah, and no, this isn't the best way. I was going to go hallucinatory terrain and like make it look like we're in a boulder, but no, that's not the best thing. Right, let's go for charm person. Yep. I shall cast it as a first level spell because I'm a specialist enchanter wizard thing. I do get to target 2 people because it is just 2 of them, isn't it?
There are 3 down there.
Then I shall cast it as a second level and get 3 of them.
Okay. Roll me. I don't know. So, charm person, it's usually them rolling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Roll me 3d6.
Totaling or the individual results?
Individual ones, please.
Okay, 5, 5, and 4.
Okay. You cast your spell out towards them and you feel it latch onto them. It has worked.
Then I shall pop my head up over the edge and reveal myself. Ho, friends!
Oh, just you. All right then. You want some meat? I'll cook some up. It's right good. You'll enjoy it. He holds up a thing that looks like part of a leg, a human leg.
Nice.
I'm gonna look back to the party, just sort of gesture as subtly as I can. You guys stay here, have a rest. I'm gonna go down and mosey with the orcs. I'm not gonna partake of any substances that they offer.
Okay. While you're down there, I'm kind of gonna, if this is okay, I'm gonna gloss over this a little bit just to get past the hour. You do notice that one of the bodies they're pulling apart looks a lot like Aignar's body.
Wow.
But only you see this.
I am not going to tell him.
Well, that's
That
probably for the
is-
best.
Yeah. Ooh, is there a pile of their stuff? As in, like, Aignar's stuff?
Not that you can see. And like, I mean, you can go and try and root around if you want.
I'm not going to root around. I'm going to ask them directly.
Okay.
What did you do with all of their equipment?
Well, that stuff's useless, isn't it? We threw it over the cliff.
And rightly so, I imagine.
It's not the right colour. Come on.
Yes, and I shall quickly use prestidigitation to give myself a yellow coloration to all of my stuff. Yes. Don't want to have any filthy non-yellows.
Ah, now you're gonna do more damage. Ah, yeah, I knew you were smart.
Yep. That's me, Halifax the Smart. That's what they call me. So how long have you been down here, friends?
Oh, we arrived a few months back. The old wizard. What's happened to his accent? he let us stay here. You know, we occasionally get food that comes through. We leave him alone. He leaves us alone. is our home now. We hope to go back some point.
Yes. The old wizard's name. Finnegan, was it?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. Right. Yes. I realise that I've only been here for a 55 minutes or so. You know, I have the strangest sensation that perhaps I've overstayed my welcome. Do you feel I've overstayed my welcome?
No, it's fine.
Hold on to that feeling for about 6 minutes, would you? I'm just going to go and fetch some walking sacks of mine, and we're going to just walk out of here.
Oh, okay. Fine. So, see you later.
Bonza. Right, I'm going to go over to the party, and short rest still counts as long as you don't do strenuous activity. Walking's
Yes,
fine. So
fine.
I'm going to cover your heads with fabric, cloak, shirt, whatever, and you are just... I'm going to ferry you guys out.
Oh,
You get out of the room.
that's nice.
I mean, you managed to get out of the room. Fine. You find yourself in another corridor. This corridor, 10, 20, 30, like 60 feet. When you get to the end of it, I'm just gonna presume you're just walking.
I
There's
think
a
we're
door.
gonna like start running when we get past the orcs.
Okay. So when you hit the end of the corridor, there's a closed door on your right, and on the left there is an opening that opens out into another room. You can hear oh no, because I missed something. As you're getting closer to this hut, like where you can see into the next room, you get ringing through your head. Shut up, 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 shut up. And it's happening in your head rather than like around you. And then as you get to the door, you hear, "Show me what you got."
Yeah.
And then you hear, "Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up."
Eridu has a sudden urge to start singing.
Excuse me,
mean-
guys. Doorbell rang.
Oh man, we're about to get
So that-
swifty in here.
That's coming from the left. So I feel really bad now because Alex hasn't watched Rick and Morty, so it's just like...
What? Sorry, what?
It's just another Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
thing.
Rick and Morty references flying thick and fast.
It's not all Rick and Morty, honestly. So yeah, so this is coming from the room to the left. That's just like an open doorway.
Do we see giant heads floating in that room?
From where you are here, you can't see. Oh, you can see directly across that there is another opening into another room, but you can't see the rest of the room without kind of moving to the edge.
You mentioned that to one side there's a clothing store.
A closed door.
Oh, a closed door, not a closed
Yeah.
store.
No.
Right. I was very confused. Like, is this like a haberdasher in the dungeon?
No.
Sorry about
Okay.
that, guys.
Sorry.
It's fine. We've
So where are we
just
going?
gone past a clothing place.
A
Where
clothing
we go?
store.
Interesting.
No. Okay, so we've got
Left
a
or right?
closed door and an
Yeah.
open doorway.
Where you can hear the voices coming from.
They're
Is there
telling
any
us to
sign
show
on this
them what
closed?
we got.
Is there
Yeah.
any sign on this closed door saying "Finnegan, do not enter"?
No.
It says clothes store.
No.
Halifax learned to read. Love Finnegan.
Well, I mean, the door, obvious handle and hinges, like obvious way
Yeah,
to open
it just looks like a normal door.
So door, corridor continues.
No, so you're at a dead end, so it's like a
Right.
T-junction. So it's either
Okay.
left to the open room or through the door.
I mean, part of me is concerned about closed doors hiding things. I kind of want to check that out first, just in case we
Nope.
get snuck up upon. Snuck upon?
Snuck up on.
You want to pull the door, push the door?
I mean,
Open the
looking
door.
at the hinges, what does it look like?
Oh, a push. It looks like a push door. You can push the door open.
Okay, yeah.
If that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Okay, you push the door open and it opens out into a long corridor, like real long corridor. And you can see things are piled up all the way down the corridor. It looks like it's a like 1 by 1 person width walk down the corridor.
What things are piled up?
It's like objects.
As vague as can be. Snow globes, tables and chairs, suits of
I mean,
armor.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
the answer to that is yes. Okay.
there's a snow globe. There's a table. You here again. Show me what you got.
I mean, if there's an adamantine sword in that pile, I'm grabbing it.
It's a long corridor. It seems to go the entire way down the corridor.
Wow. Okay. I suppose the other room, guys. Unless anyone's fancying a really long walk.
I am confused about what I'm supposed to show. Like,
While Eridu is going through his possessions, not very many of them, but just kind of like taking note of what he has, in preparation to show these things what he has got. Got a broken staff. Got
Okay, so you're going into the open room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Open room.
yeah.
Okay,
we're going
sure.
to
You step into the room. You see on either side of the room 2 huge glass tubes. In one sits an illithid, which I don't know if you've seen before
Yep.
in your, but
Oh, in our
Um,
real life, I don't think so. Our characters.
in real life.
I mean, I have seen many illithid in my daily interactions. But has Eridu ever encountered an illithid before? No, I don't think so.
Okay. So there's an illithid in one of them, and he's like banging his face against the like glass of this thing. In the opposite one, is a large potato-shaped head that is staring down the illithid. And as you walk into the room and it spots you, it repeats itself to you guys now. Show me what you got.
In which case, I'll present to him my broken staff, my robe that is very elfin made and makes me hide easily. I don't carry a lot, so this is all that I have on me.
It says, "Not cool. Show me what you got."
Agner will turn to Halifax and say, Halifax, what are we supposed to show?
I assume that these two are just simply captured in a menagerie. I think we can just ignore them.
There is also, leading off this room, there are 3 other rooms with open doorways. They look like, you can kind of tell they're not going to be big rooms or corridors or anything. So if you want to look in those, you can.
Yes, we do.
Sure.
So, going through the left-hand one first. Are you? Yeah, it's fine. I'm not.
We're good. Left is great. We like left. Left is nice.
There is another 2 tubes, big glass tubes. In one of them is a. I don't know if this is cropped up in this game. It's a beholder floating inside.
I mean,
has.
I have interacted with many a beholder in my personal life, but I don't think Eridu has ever met one.
Okay. He has a apron sort of tied awkwardly around him. And in front of him is like a burner, and he has a frying pan on it. And he says, new guest! Isn't this a fantastic turn of events? The name's Fithu. Come, let me make you something. 20 cheese omelette. You can see there's like a slit at the bottom of his tube that looks like big enough for an omelette to come out of. And he starts like cracking eggs, like bringing eggs along and cracking them and putting them into his pan. On the opposite side of him, there's another tube, and it has a zombie slouched against the glass. And when he sees you, this is going to come out like the York accent. I'm right glad he's got someone new to cook for. Gives me a break. He knows I can't get the food, but still he cooks.
How large are these tubes? So like.
They're big enough to fit a creature in them.
Are they different sized tubes? Or
Yeah.
uniform? Yeah.
They're not like too different, but the beholder one is slightly bigger than the zombie one.
Okay.
What
and
kind
these
of-
are like floor to ceiling,
Yeah.
and we can see floor and ceiling or some solid thing, or do these tubes like extend beyond?
Oh, you can
Or-
see the bottom and the top of it.
Okay.
What kind of bizarre menagerie are we in?
Oh,
Supposed to be 2 per room.
well, that old wizard brought me here. Kept me here with that guy. I can't. All he does is cook. All I do is fold these things. I mean, I love me a bit of origami, but at some point you want to go out for a walk, don't you?
What is he folding?
He's folding a little crane currently. What seems to be paper.
Ooh, doing a quick count. Do I count that he's like maybe got near 1,000?
It looks like he's just got a whole load of different animals scattered around him.
Oh, so not just
Yeah.
cranes.
No, it's like foxes and
Okay.
whatever.
I was gonna say that's like the most elaborate ritual casting of Wish. Okay. Shall we check the other rooms and see what's in those tubes?
Yeah.
I kind of would like an omelet. I'm feeling a little hungry.
Eridu waits around for a couple of minutes and eventually, the beholder does a little flip with the frying pan and then slides it out on a plate under through the little slit.
I take it and grab a fork from somewhere.
It has 20 different cheeses in it. It's a strong omelet.
Wow.
And I go to take a bite, and I look at the zombie, and I look at the beholder, and I go, "This isn't gonna make me look like him, is it?"
No, well, I don't know which one's speaking. The beholder says, "No, he came in looking like that. No offense, mate. No offense. Omelet."
I'm gonna take a bite of this very strong, very cheesy omelet. Is there a slit in the zombie's cage?
No, there isn't. It looks like a slit was purposefully put in the chef's one.
I was gonna give him my omelet.
Too bad.
The poor guy. Instead, I'll just look guiltily at him, and then walk away and not eat my omelet until he's out of sight.
Next room.
Yeah.
So following around again, you are instructed to show him what you've got, but ignoring him, you walk to the next room.
I show him my omelet. Not cool.
In the next room, there is just one large tube. Inside is a man sat cross-legged. He has a pile of books on either side of him, and he has a book open on his lap. And he seems to be furiously staring at this page. He's dressed all in red and white stripes, and he has a hat. And as he looks up at you, he looks like he's not slept in days. Oh. I can't. I'm stuck. I can't find it.
What can't you find?
Well, I can't find me. And he slams the book on the glass. And you see a picture of a busy beach scene.
Where's Waldo?
Oh my god.
That's a good point, actually. This is important Does he respond to Waldo or Wally?
He introduces himself as Wally because
Yes!
I'm British, and that's the correct version. Look, the name's Wally. Like, I've been in here for a while. Have you seen the wizard? Like, look, he came and he just took me. I was having a nice day out. I was visiting this old medieval castle. Like, it was a bit busy. It was touristy, but but he came up and just shouted, "I'm sick of looking with this guy. Let's see him hide now," and grabbed me and brought me here. Put these books here and told me to find myself. And I've been doing it. I've been doing it for days. And I can't solve this one.
Egner responds with this like kind of intense like gravitas in his voice, and he just says, "This Finnegan is one sick individual. You're telling me that he's capturing people now? He's kidnapping? Like, it's bad enough that he sent us and other versions of us down here, but he's literally keeping people in captivity."
I'm gonna quickly conduct an experiment. I am going to look at Leodan, look at Wally, look at Leodan, and then I am going to give a... I want to elicit an immediate emotional response, so I am going to just slap Leodan across the face. And I want to see if Wally gets angry.
Oh.
You could have just.
What was that for?
For science.
You could have just said something to her. Yeah, that probably would have been enough.
Yeah, or I'll say something mean. I want to get
Like-
angry at Halifax.
Hi.
Yeah, I want to
It's
see if
me,
Wally gets affected.
Halifax.
Okay, you're trying to tell whether he's like a real person. Is it what
That-
this is? I can't
no.
work out what you're
Uh,
trying to work out from it.
He's trying to figure out if Wally has emotions.
I'm trying to work out if this tube stops the emotion thing getting through.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, well, you three suddenly feel like almost like a flash of shock and outrage. Wally just seems to be kind of staring at you like, look, can you help me or not?
This is what I'm trying to do. Do you feel angry at all?
I mean, I've been looking at this same page for 2 days. I mean, I have some sort of anger, yeah, but I mean, and it's not very nice to hit your friend, but
It's not. It's truly not. Leodan,
Yes.
I suggest that you are the only one that can help this gentleman.
How would I be able to help this person?
Finnegan is a master of wordplay, and he is facetious. If he has tasked this person with finding himself in books that literally contain images of his person somewhere, perhaps Finnegan's simply trying to trick him. Instead of finding himself literally, he needs to find himself in a spiritual or metaphorical sense. He needs to find inner peace in a stressful situation. You have exhibited the ability to transfer your emotions to others. If you could find some calm, some inner peace after I've just slapped you across the face to see if this would work at all, perhaps that would solve his plight.
But there are so many things wrong with this idea that I can't even begin to articulate them. He didn't really, I mean, I was pissed. He doesn't seem that pissed. I'm still pissed.
Absolutely right. And now I'm a little angry at myself too.
Yeah, you should be.
Yes.
do we wanna
Any other
take a look in?
suggestions, gang?
Look.
I'll
I
slap you in the face.
Feel free to do so. I will take it on the chin. Oh,
Look.
well,
All right,
chin,
yeah, she's
whatever.
actually gonna do it. She's gonna haul back and slap him in the face.
after the slap, Agner will very, very strongly say, obviously, what we have to do is show him what we got. So Egner's gonna go back out to where the potato head thing was yelling at everyone, and he's gonna run with the idea that helped him the last time, and he's gonna take all of his clothes off.
While Agner is doing that, Eridu has gone up to the glass and put his hand on the glass and said, "Wally, you are not in there," pointing at the books. "You are in here. Just sit, and instead of looking at these books, just meditate on your life and think about all of the good times, all of the places you've been, all the people you've seen who are dressed inexplicably like you except for one minor difference. Any pets you might have owned that oddly wore similar clothes to you, and girls you have been in relationships with who share really similar fashion sense. Just reflect on all of these things. The beaches with the men with far too big arms and far too small legs, or far too large legs and far too small upper bodies. Whatever it may be. All the sandcastles and the children who steal women's bras. You will find yourself.
Okay. He closes the book and puts it to one side and sort of looks down at his hands. And we're gonna close the scene on
Naked.
Agner naked, stood in front, like fully naked, in front of this potato head. Pillafax being hit around the face by Leodin. Eridu trying to help Wally meditate. And you just hear, "Not cool."
I was waiting for that. I was like, he's probably gonna say not cool. Honestly. All right. Well, you can't end a session any better than that. Honestly, just can't get any better from here. But we're gonna try. Hey, join us next week on another Tuesday afternoon when we continue the story and see if we can end a session any better than Egner naked in front of a potato head, kind of thing. So, thanks so much for watching, and join us some other time. See you guys later.
Bye.